Do it. Come on.
Dinosaurs, meteorites, on that TV.
Dinosaurs, meteorites, on that TV. Sexual story with a twist. Any other business.
Yeah, we don't want to do anything to scare your children. That's the last thing we want to do. We don't want to scare anybody.
Any other business.
Why is this got a sexual one?
Welcome to Toffee TV. It is any other business time. Didn't do one last week, did you?
No,
It's not good enough, Baz.
I know. You know what I planned to do it on Friday and
Yeah.
I had nothing to do with it.
So isn't it always the way? It's not always the way.
I don't think anyone wanted to sit in here and discuss the madness that we go through. And Tom, wasn't it? Which would have been the ideal choice.
See, I did it with Sarah a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
Any other business, that is.
yeah.
And, you know, she was happy to do it.
She was, but she also wasn't available.
She was not happy to do it with you.
She wasn't available last week,
Okay.
at the end of the week.
Well, you could have done it in the middle of the week.
We were doing previews for World Cups and
Oh, yeah.
stuff.
That'd take about 5 minutes.
Everything. Yeah,
It's not, you're not got that
Like
dedication.
whatever.
The World Cup's on.
It
It's
is,
on, it's actually on there.
It's on.
Not on there.
as we speak.
Do you find that, like, I know we've done loads on the World Cup and stuff, but do you find like your life just completely stops because the World Cup's on? Like, is everything out the window? Because I think it affects everything.
It does
I'm
affect
looking,
everything.
thinking, am I going to be home for this? I've got like the gap between, you know, you've got to be, you know, you've got a game at 1, you've got a game at 4, you've got a game at 7, you've got like an hour in between that you're trying to make sure if you're going to do anything, you've got to try and
That's
do it in
the
that
thing.
gap. Like, say a Saturday night where like you might want to go to pictures. There's films like Soul I haven't seen Jurassic World 2, and I'm thinking, well, I'm not got no chance to see them. I'm not going on a Saturday night because there's games on a Saturday night. So it really, for a month, it really does dictate your life, doesn't it? If you're
It does, well, yeah, it does. Because we normally like the months, like now when it's lovely, we go out for a walk and my missus a few. Because I'm like, yeah, I just want to watch this match, like.
I can go out 6 till 7,
Yeah, so it's like 6 till 7 or
9 o'clock,
9 o'clock.
bit cooler.
Which we can go out at 9, but then we've got to have people to look after the little fella, and then it just becomes so. Yeah, it kind of halts a lot of stuff. I mean, I love it, but it does stop me walking as much as.
I think like the world as well just passes you by. Like you go, like you don't get onto like loads of the new. Like if I was to do something really, really bad, I'd do it in this month. Which, let's be honest, someone out there already is doing things really, really bad and has decided. I just wonder whether he's decided to do all this stuff, Trump,
just because
in the World Cup month.
Isn't what the World Cup is?
I think he does because they won it last week, didn't he? The right to host it. So he's probably like he probably has got some kind of idea.
Say that, but
He probably thinks he's probably fuming because Mexico and Russia in it.
yeah.
But I just find the news passes me by and everything. Or things go, when did that happen? When did that happen?
Yeah. Yeah.
Stories just pass you by. Everything just passes me by. It's just like life's on hold.
Football, isn't it?
I think we should all get a month off. Everyone should get a month off for it,
Just to watch it.
just to watch it.
Yeah, I watch it.
I know. We are having a month off, but it's
Yeah.
it's great.
Oh, it is great. Listen, it's brilliant, isn't it? And we love it, and all the games are great, and it's a football festival. But yeah, it does halt other stuff that's going on in your life. And plus, I've had about 5 bottles of beer since it's been on, which is a lot of beer for me. I know people have that in the afternoon and it doesn't touch the sides, but for me, that is a lot of beer over a week. 5 bottles.
Right, fair enough. I don't think I've had 1 bottle, but
Haven't you? It's in the fridge, and that's like, what's it?
I don't have beers in the fridge.
That's good. I don't normally, because I don't drink.
No.
So like
Clearly.
1 bottle Baz, you know what I mean?
1 bottle Baz.
That's it. It's done.
1 bottle and he's anyway. But so I don't think there's I don't think there's a tremendous amount of news around because I think, as I said, it's easy for it to get lost. But
Yeah.
we've fixate on the West. But you've managed to find a story that it's been sincerely lacking on this show recently. It's been,
I've scoured the news.
yeah.
Because we haven't had some. I mean, I've bypassed the first one, which is woman gulps down her dog's urine, claiming it clears up her acne and has given her a glow. Now I'm quite sure it's given her a glow. What that glow means?
Piss glow?
Piss glow. It could be. It could be. Brides can now carry pizza down the aisle instead of flowers, as restaurant creates a quirky wedding bouquet.
When you say allow, I mean, is a law being changed?
Maybe.
Or is it just a flower-shaped pizza?
No, I think probably just a flower-shaped pizza.
I mean, 'cause I couldn't envisage someone walking down the aisle like that. You know, with a big 12-inch. Walking down.
I'm not doing Les Ferdinand on this one, are we?
You know.
Funny you say that, because there's a
Walking
fella
down
here.
the aisle.
Yeah.
Big 12-inch, covered in cheese. Living the dream. That's before a wedding night.
There's a fella here with the 13.5-inch one that's ruined his acting life.
Has he? Yeah. What's his name?
Jonah. Someone. I can't remember.
Jonah.
Foster or something.
Jonah
Not Jodie
Cox.
Foster. Yeah. Jonah Massivness. That wasn't what I clicked on, so that can go off. Bride discovers genius use of an IKEA bag. Trust me, that was not what I. So she can go to the toilet without wrecking a wedding dress. I mean, who's actually thought to tell people about this idea anyway? Which, by the way, is rubbish.
Okay.
But why would you tell people? And why would it be put somewhere?
I don't know. You're giving us half stories here.
No, I'm
You're
giving
not
you.
really.
No,
not really filling in the pieces.
I'm giving you headlines. I'm asking you, why would anybody want to do that?
I don't know. I don't even know what they're doing.
Well,
You're sitting here looking like some kind of chimp with your hand on your head.
it's just chump. Just happy. I'm trying to get a better signal for my phone. It's on me. Give that, please. Okay, it's just if the internet worked, then it'd be sound. Right, okay. This is the first story.
Okay.
Man combines a chicken nugget
Okay.
and a donut to create the donut, and everyone wants one. Right, my first problem with this story is it's a lie, because I don't want one.
Yeah.
So, not everyone quite clearly doesn't want one. If you love donuts and chicken nuggets, you're going to want to keep on reading. Well, I don't. So shall I stop?
But listen,
It could-
I like donuts.
Yeah,
Although I'm not really allowed them.
yeah.
And I don't
You're not
mind
really allowed them.
well, no.
No.
And I don't mind the chicken nuggets either.
Okay.
But
Together?
that doesn't mean I want them together. You know what I mean? I don't want a piece of fudge cake covered in tomato sauce.
It looks disgusting.
It looks like the dog shat it.
It does.
And the cat
From
threw up on
cronuts to rainbow bagels and ice cream burritos, there's an array of wacky food around. But now it's time for something new. A businessman, would be, wouldn't it? A businessman from Scotland, to the said, where's he from?
Is it deep fried?
Has created, well obviously it's a donut, has created a donut.
Not all donuts are deep fried.
You say that.
Only them ones in them weird vans that you have on like flea markets and
You
stuff.
say that.
And give that weird smell out. Are you £5 are they still £5 for a pound?
I don't know, I don't eat donuts.
You said that like you'd had some kind of incident with a donut. I don't eat donuts. It wasn't me. I didn't put that there.
Wouldn't fit in the donut. The circular treat sees chicken shaped into a classic donut ring before being covered in cornflake and panko crumb and deep fried. If that weren't enough, donuts come with the option of 3 sauces: cheesy Dijon, bechamel, hot chili, or golden Japanese curry with mozzarella.
Golden Japanese curry sounds like what that woman was thinking before.
It does. It does. Or if you prefer, you can enjoy it plain. It's £5 a pop for a donut.
Where from?
Donuts were created by Craig Carrick, who lives in Australia. It's about getting Scottish actually. It's about getting donuts sold at every sporting ground.
Getting the donuts in the show in every sport of it.
I'm giving something that's fun and easy to understand.
See, I don't understand it.
No, I don't. No,
I don't understand it.
no, I don't like donuts. People are
I don't.
saying, I'm dreaming, I'm eating this now.
And inside his head,
Sources close to Craig said, donuts are great. Don't know. Here it is.
Sound.
Beep, 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 beep. Sex robot story of the week.
well, of the month.
Of the month, because there haven't been many. Come on, internet, don't let me down, fella. Here we go. Sex robot will turn down steamy romps if it's not in the mood. Kind of ruining what the whole point of a sex
Yeah, I
robot
mean,
is.
that's just basically, I mean, you might as well just get a Polish girl. Do you know what I mean? Because they're probably cheaper than sex robots.
Did he turn sex down a lot as well?
Well, probably not.
The views of Peter McPartland aren't necessarily the views of me. Polish girl? Why Polish?
Well,
Sex robot Samantha's ability to say no was demonstrated to an audience of stunned academics at one of the UK's leading science villages. Sorry, mate. New sex robots may turn down steamy romps if they aren't in the mood. In the not too distant future, you could cuddle up to your cyber sex goddess only to receive the automated response saying she has a headache. Love robots have been invented with the intelligence to go on strike
why though?
and shut down completely if pestered when not in the mood.
How would they not be in the mood? I mean, have they only got one bar left on the
On the
battery or
things, yeah.
something?
Sex bot Samantha's ability to say no has stunned academics.
But how's that a selling point?
The robot has sensors hidden under her skin so she can respond to affection like a real life human, but she also has a revolutionary electronic brain which puts her in charge in the bedroom. Samantha is built to please, quite clearly she isn't, with motorised hands, hips and other body parts, and the face which bears a sneaking resemblance to Jennifer Lopez. She has been designed to...
You're going to say Jeremy
Oh my
Clarkson?
word. She has been designed to purr like a kitten. Weird. And whisper endearments, but only if she's stimulated in the correct way. A microcomputer inside their plastic skull can also remember previous interactions with her
Oh, this is getting very Westworld.
Listen,
This is
with
getting very
her-
Westworld.
employer
Employer?
to improve future experiences.
You
She
have to
can
pay
also
it.
be switched between...
On and off.
No. She can also be switched between family, romantic and sex settings, including an ultra raunchy, extra naughty level, depending what you had in mind for the evening. Well, if you had it in mind, I thought she was in charge. But buyers expecting a soulless sex slave will be mortified to discover she had programmed to enter dummy mode when she is bored with their attention.
What?
Her sensors are designed to detect when touching becomes too aggressive or disrespectful. Samantha already exists as a prototype and is going to go into mass production soon with a £3,600.
Why did you spend £3,600 on a sex doll that can knock you back? And what happens if it knocks you back and you go, no, I'm filling my boots tonight?
She just...
If she
switches
no means
herself,
no.
She just switches herself off.
What if she's never in the mood though?
Then you take it back, surely. Oh, great. To tell her you love her after forgetting to turn her off sex mode, and she very Melway retort, are you going to back that up with some action? Wow.
Yeah, I'll just go to the garage love and get you some flowers.
Yeah. This development is just an extension of pornography and prostitution and a waste of money which could be spent on better
Who
things,
said that?
said
source.
Professor Kathleen Richardson, founder of the campaign against sex robots. There's actually...
Is that just a group on Facebook?
I don't know. There you go. I mean, the fundamental issues I'm seeing here are A, if you're going to get one of these things because basically you just want
A slice.
to whenever you want.
Yeah.
So it's going to be quite rubbish if say like you're married and your missus is like bored with you and goes, I'll get one of those sex robot things.
And then the sex robot
then
starts telling you.
Yeah, so you try to get it on with your missus and she's like, go away, I'm not, I've got a headache. And you go, I'm just going in the spare bedroom, and you go in and sexy Sarah's there, or whatever her name is, and she knocks you back.
See, this is where it starts. This is where it knocks you back. Fella gets a bit funny. Sex robot kills her, stabs him to death. Sex robot says, wasn't in the mood. I said no.
No means no.
No means no. Even if it's no.
I'm hoping it's not like Stephen Hawking.
You do not have the right to touch me.
You are touching me in an inappropriate way.
I'm not stimulated. I am not aroused.
We do things when I am aroused,
Oh.
not you.
Touch me on my lithium battery.
I am now turning myself off. Good night. And that's it, gone. Maybe the areas in which you would explore in your stimulator.
I like a battery charger.
No.
No, like they used to have those wind-up
Yeah,
radios.
yeah.
Remember?
What I was gonna say was maybe
Rob me for luck.
maybe those areas that you normally.
Do you know the way you have to put like,
Let me finish.
money in the meter?
Let me finish. 50p in the meter geeter. That one. Maybe they just like lock, and so you want.
Watch, he just sits like that, and that's it.
No, but you might have like a little thing that like slides across, and that's it. Access not granted.
Access denied. Computer says no.
So you can't have any action,
There you go.
because if you could, there'd be no point to saying no.
What I don't quite understand this, right?
Yeah,
In the space of months,
yeah.
we've moved like from basically sex robots that are just not robots to robots that are like saying no. Yeah, these are not like household things. For me, there's not really a market yet. We're still sort of in that before phase. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yet we've already got a wide array of options that nobody can buy. It just seems a little bit weird.
It's like moving on too quickly,
Yeah.
but we don't know whether.
Even if they're going to take off, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like someone said, don't you worry, this market's going to be huge, so let's start getting
Let's
the other end.
The other end, yeah.
You know, you just start off with a normal phone and you've got like an iPhone already.
Yeah.
And yet there's the evolution of sex robots is incredible.
quick.
And that's what worries me.
Yeah.
Is that the
Well,
evolution
it's the rate in which they're growing.
the evolution is too fast.
I wouldn't disagree.
One of them will be president in the next couple of
I was
days.
going to say one of them will be pregnant. I'm going to go.
Well, you never know.
That's taking it too far. What about this? Just staying on the theme of sex, basically. Underwear company slammed for making knickers that vibrate to goals to get women into the World Cup. A lingerie company in Mexico called Vicky Form have created a pair of knickers that vibrate when footballers score a goal during the World Cup. They were unveiled ahead of the World Cup kickoff on last Thursday. The video begins by informing viewers that every year 4 million couples separate because of football.
Well, there was a thing in this country about that domestic abuse would go up as soon as the World Cup started. So
you think
it's not a positive. Is this real? Is this not just a PR stunt?
The knickers are linked to a robots again, that interprets the action and transforms it into vibrations in real time. The robot makes the knickers move. The clip then shows...
robot makes the...
Yeah. They vibrate, yeah. I mean... I honestly don't.
I just don't think...
I don't know what to say.
I don't even think that would be, even if it was a joke or not, would be accepted in this country.
No.
Because people would just go, how dare you suggest that women can only be stimulated by a game of football through sex?
Okay. I mean, the advert starts with a girl and a fella sitting on the couch. Now, already, she's probably not dressed. Does your missus watch the footy with you dressed like that? In general.
To be fair,
in general.
if she did, I don't know if I'd be watching the footy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'd be the shit. you know, you'd be doing other things, but that's how she's dressed. And then about like 3 seconds into it, she has a hand between her legs, so you go and yeah, no, I mean, I love watching Everton. He never really make me put my hand between my legs, even no matter how good they are. And then it carries on like that, resulting in a goal. And she looks like she's just about to get off, and the outfit closes with the knickers vibrate.
Incredible.
So maybe we put that on
Yeah.
into this video, download it, and show people what.
Incredible.
So
scenes.
you can probably get them on mail order. So if you want your missus to enjoy the footy, buy her some knickers that vibrate. If you're a lady,
Oh, sorry, that was
Sorry.
the robotic kitchen.
robotic porn music. And if there's ladies watching it and you want to enjoy the footy a little bit more, yeah, have a look. Mexican vibrating knickers. Probably get them in a few days.
Probably get them on eBay.
Just use responsibly. That's all I'm gonna say.
eBay used.
Bride who has had an affair on her hen night runs off with another man 16 days after a £30,000 wedding.
Okay.
Couple shamelessly have sex in their, oh, you've just showed me that one, didn't you? In their airplane seat.
Yeah, this was a video that went viral of two people on the back of a plane, in a very small plane, and she's basically stimulating him.
How?
Riding.
Yeah. Let's not
beat around the bush. Which he didn't have any room to do that. And what was a bit weird though, like it said, my mum just sent me this. Now if my mum sent me that, I'd be like, hang on.
No, what if it would have been my mum, dad, oh my god, my mum, dad just sent me that, and it was just like 3 seconds, look what's going on. The video was about 30 seconds. They've properly filmed it, haven't they?
Properly?
It's on Pornhub later that. There are other porn sites available.
No idea.
Apparently.
Let's move on. This story in Indonesia I think is terrifying, isn't it? A woman was found inside a python. So she went missing. She went to a garden, and they found the snake with her inside. And when they cut it open, and the video apparently was on YouTube for a bit of the snake getting cut open.
Seen it.
Well, I haven't, and I'm glad I haven't. And they find her fully clothed.
Yeah.
Obviously dead. Clearly
dead. Yeah.
Just that is just all kind. I mean, you know, I'm not having a go with the snake. It's doing what it does, but for us to eat a whole, I mean, I really genuinely hope that it had already killed her, like strangled her or something.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean? Because that's what they do, don't they? So I'm really hoping it had strangled her or something.
It was massive, the snake, by the way.
I know, but because it apparently ate her head first.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
So if she'd been alive when that happened, then that's all kinds of not niceness.
Messed up shit.
That's wrong, basically.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping she was already dead.
The snake's let itself down there. If
Has it though?
It has if she's still alive.
Do you think?
Yeah, it's let itself down.
You think it's, you know,
If it
lost
once,
respect from in the snake world?
I think it will have done. It's lost respect from me, and
It
that's
doesn't
all
really
that matters.
care about you.
Well,
In fact, it'd probably eat you.
it probably
give it a
would.
chance.
It probably would eat me, given the chance, but that's something, you know. That's the way it is with snakes, isn't it? But it was disgusting.
So basically, they found it, as I said, and I said, basically, it doesn't happen very often. It's happened twice, I think, in a year. But it says, David Penning, who's some science dude, said, in natural environments, it's incredibly rare. It's probably more rare than snake injuries among people who have big pythons and boas and don't take proper safety precautions. However, these fatal attacks are not unheard of. An instance of wild giant snakes eyeing people, potential prey, may increase as humans clear more wildlife habitats to create farmland and homes, which yeah, and you know what with it, like there was one recently, I think it was like a tiger came into a village, and it was like, because that's where the tiger used to live.
Yeah, yeah.
And these things
Gone back home, basically.
Basically gone home and found someone's
Yeah,
they put up a house where I live. Yeah, it's still broke. Vitty.
Well, Vitty, and I thought you'd fixed it. Yeah.
Well, I'm not a fucking carpenter. Yeah, it's all a little bit.
The video was quite disturbing.
I can't watch it. See, this is where I worry. You send me videos and I go open them and then find out there's some fella touching his own bone on his arm.
That was mad, wasn't
Well,
it?
yeah, it was mad because I didn't want to fucking look at it. But I had no option because you bleeding sent
I
me.
seen it and just thought.
Oh, I know, like someone touching his own arm, his own bone, his fucking ped.
I thought someone else needs to share the horror that I've just seen.
No, do you want to see this video of some fella touching his own bone?
No, because you're probably going to go no.
Well, yeah, I would.
But I opened it not knowing. So why should I just have that experience?
Suffer in silence?
No. Oh, like you do.
I don't ever send you anything bad. Name something I've sent you that's bad. Alright,
I hate this.
Name,
I hate when people do this.
Name the last thing I sent you on
because you know yourself.
WhatsApp.
You know yourself.
What was the last thing I sent you on WhatsApp?
The girl with a massive baps out. With a Portugal top on.
Painted Portugal tops. That was the last thing I sent you. That was the last thing.
I'm going to go down my phone. I've seen this on Michael McIntyre. I'm going to go down, check the things you've sent me. And it'll probably be good stuff, and I've probably got the bad stuff. I don't even look at the bad stuff. No, I sent you that. I'm not saying that. You sent me Lord Sugar's tweet.
Well, Lord Sugar's tweet, yeah.
Actually the last thing you sent me.
Alright.
I sent you the one of the Mexican and the Russian having a bit of a... it's getting friendly.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I sent the upskirting one. Oh,
what?
Do you want to see the snake? Do you actually want to see the video?
No, I don't.
Okay.
And you've just said the last thing you sent me an upskating video.
No, the upskating song, the girl ripping the...
Well, you've got to explain that.
There she is.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
You've got to see it.
No, I don't want to see it.
You've got to see it, look.
No. I'm not looking at it.
No.
I don't want to see it.
Okay.
I'm not looking at it. Imagine you just cut that bit out.
Do you know why I looked? Hey.
Tell me.
I'll tell you why I looked, because I was hoping that she wasn't dead.
I'm not looking.
No, but look how thick the snake is.
I'm not looking.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. I'm right. You sent me that, and that wasn't good. I can't name that. I sent you Maradona not having a cold.
Apparently, right. Okay.
I think you sent me some shirts.
Yeah.
There's pictures of shirts. I sent you the bear playing a vuvuzela.
Yeah.
I sent you the kid that spent 20 grand trying to look like David Beckham, but actually just looks like a fat.
You're just telling me what you sent me.
I know,
and so I only send you nice things.
Do you? I sent you the thing, guys, it's all about Les Ferdinand.
Once again, what you sent me.
That was funny.
It's not about what you sent me, it's about what I sent you.
PlayStation Showcase, you
yeah, there you go.
Your dream home.
Of The Last of Us.
Yeah. Not your dream home of The Last of Us, obviously. David Beckham's defence, his daughter's teacher is quite fit. About Beckham getting that woman, you know, the teacher pregnant,
yeah.
And a video of her in the classroom.
Yeah.
I mean, I could carry on, I'm not going to, because of what it said. Let's have a look. I mean, what I'm noticing is I send you a lot more stuff than you send me, so you need to get your shit together. Football advert. I sent you Sol Campbell being extremely weird. Downloaded pictures, Marcel Brands at Anfield watching a match.
See, it's all good.
A picture of me drinking a bottle of milk with black hair looking like Robbie Rotten. You sent me Ashley Williams looking like he's just been battered in a hospital bed.
See, it's all
you
good.
You sent me Marcelo on a Liverpool sign when Madrid were laughing at it. I can't say that what you sent me, and I'm not saying that what you sent me. Just let's get one more good one so that it's not all madness. Rita Ora topless with Charlie Puth, fair play. All David, that's a cracker. I'm not telling that what you sent me. Not a chance. The idea of yeah, you sent me other stuff. Let's just close that. That's on my phone. If anyone stops me, that's a something else or someone else.
So what we're saying
is, yeah,
I don't send you anything that would be like,
I'm not watching it.
I'm not watching this. Everything I send you, you'll watch.
Sometimes to my detriment. Other times it picks the day up, I'll be honest. Rita Ora picked the day up, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, so what have you got for us? Because I've been the one providing the stories, you've just been denying stuff. And
I've just done the snake one.
Well, yeah, but
right, well there's...
I'd seen the snake one though.
Oh, safe. Apparently Donald Trump would be meeting the Queen. Which, right, number one, right, for me, meeting the Queen is like would be a privilege, wouldn't it? Why does he deserve to meet the Queen? What has he done? Why are we bending over backwards? They've said in Parliament...
It's a special relationship going,
but they've said in Parliament today that what he's done with these... the kids is a disgrace. So why are we allowing him into our country?
Yeah,
he started a trade war, which is only to the detriment of our country. So what is he doing that is good for our country? Because I can't see... He's not doing anything good for his own country, so he's not doing anything good for our country. But I just want to pick up on something that he is doing for his country, because it's absolutely... it's amazing. So basically, he said he wants to start a space force, which, if he does start a space force, and everybody's not... if everyone's not wearing a different coloured lycra uniform, then I don't want to know about it. I don't want to know about it. This is what he said. He said, Donald Trump has ordered the Pentagon to create a US Space Force, which he said would become the 6th branch of the American military. Why do you need 6 branches? But does that tell you how fucking obsessed America are with war? The president said the force would be separate but equal to the US Air Force, adding the move represents a big statement. He said it's national security, saying he does not want China and Russia and other countries leading us. Well, I've got bad news for you, mate. They're not just leading you, they're fucking dictating what you do. Our destiny beyond Earth is not only a matter of national identity, but a matter of national security. When it comes to defending America, it is not enough to merely have an American presence in space. We must have American dominance in space, which is just fucking bizarre.
Why? Why must we?
He vowed to return to the US to the moon and to reach Mars. This is what the best thing is. He said, the president spoke earlier in the year about plans for the Space Force and explained his thinking behind it. I was saying it the other day because we were doing tremendous amount of work in space. I said, maybe we need a Space Force, a new force, and we'll call it a Space Force. And I was not really serious. And then I said, what a great idea. What a great idea. Maybe we'll have to do that. So basically, he's been watching fucking some cartoons on telly and thinking that'll be boss, and then gone.
He's been watching the Jetsons.
No, he's been watching the Power Rangers.
No, yes.
And then he's gone,
too intelligent.
actually, this would be an amazing idea.
We'll get a Space Force.
We'll get a Space Force. It's going to be great. The US is a member of the Outer Space Treaty, which bans the stationing of weapons of mass destruction in space and decrees the moon and other celestial bodies must be used for peaceful purposes. It's fucking nuts. See, this reminds me of the 80s when Reagan wanted to do he nicknamed it Star Wars, didn't he? Yeah. And it was basically the same thing. It was to put nukes in space to basically to intercept any weapons in the Cold War. And I mean, Reagan was a fucking lunatic as well. He was another one. He was out of his tree, but he was just out of his tree generally. This fella is just fucking nuts. I mean, proper nuts though. The things he says are just balmy, and the amount of times he said things like, "Oh, he said something for a laugh," and then I thought, "Oh, actually, it'd be a great idea." Last week I seen him talking about when he met Kim Jong-un, fucking another lunatic, and saying how amazing he was and how a great guy and sense of humour. And he said when he said something in his country, people sit up, and that's what I want. Well, you know why they fucking sit up? Because they probably got a fucking cattle prod in their ass. demanding, or if they don't sit up, they get shot.
Yeah, they've got it. They've got
It's
to.
fucking. I mean, at the moment we've got all this stuff with the kids in the detention centres, and it's like, oh my god, why do we want to have anything to do with them? And I know people go, well, it's trade and all. No. And do you know what worries me? Genuinely about this fella, that if you don't get rid of him soon, they're never going to get rid of him. Never. He's going to
get in again.
No, I mean, he's going to declare himself the fucking emperor. Honestly, I know you say he can't, but Baz, think about all the things in the last 12 months, right? Where people have gone, you shake your head.
Yeah.
If this had happened, if any other person, imagine Obama, second year, they found that he had a detention centre, right, with kids being separated, there would have been murder. This fella, it's like the everything he does.
So how was he getting away with it?
Because well, two reasons. Because all the lunatics who voted for him are fine with it, right? You shouldn't be in our country, so it's fair, right? And the other problem with it is that because he keeps on doing mad shit, it's just this slide, isn't it? Everything's just got lower and lower and lower and lower, and it's just this, and no one seems to be doing anything about it. And this is what I don't get about America, is that everyone gets outraged but no one does anything. It's like the gun thing, right? I know all those kids are doing things, and it's like, but it's not going anywhere, because because this is the problem, because he just keeps on churning out another situation, so you forget about the last one, and then the next one's more absurd. But because the last one lowered it so much that, you know, you forget. You forget that under this fella's watch, the Vegas shooting, the shooting in Florida, all these things just get forgotten about. The fact that, you know, I mean, last week he was meeting fucking Kim Jong-un, and it was like, people are like saying, oh, he should be getting a Nobel Peace Awards. No, he shouldn't. You know, there's loads of videos doing the rounds from right-wing commentators going about Obama when he said he would be prepared to speak to dictators. Oh, he'll meet any despot, and it's like, when he does it, oh, what a guy. It's fucking, the bar gets lower and lower and lower, and no one does anything about it. And for me, it's going to get to the point where it's just going to be, you got like things like this ice now going around actively looking for people. I seen a thing yesterday with Dunkin' Donuts saying, if you're in a Dunkin' Donuts and you see any of their staff talking to each other not in English and you report it, you get like a $50 gift card for Dunkin' Donuts. How do you know what I mean? Everything's getting worse and worse. There's a slippery slope. You've got people now who in the past, who if their parents, if your parents were from someone and they were in there for so long, they got like immunity. They're taking that off them now, so they can go up to people who've been there for years. And I know we've had the thing with the Windrush, but you go up to someone and just go,
see ya.
Yeah, you're gone, mate. How long have you lived here? 50 years? Oh, you're not from here. How much tax you paid? I'm not bothered. What job you got? I'm not bothered. You don't belong. It's a slip. I've been watching, I don't know if anyone else has been watching it, The Handmaid's Tale. It's a really hard watch, but what disturbs me most about it is how it's like it's set in a timeline where the rich and powerful are all like are fine, right? But everything's dictated to by God's laws and all this. So the fascist right wing have got in. Only in America. I think it's only in the northeast of America, and people are trying to actively escape to Canada. And women are taken and used as women can't get pregnant, so they're used as their husbands can shag them in front of them, and then the baby's taken and given. That's why the handmaids basically. But it shows you in this other timeline how it all become how 1 minute women were like fine, and there's a scene in it. It was in the first season. It really disturbed me, where they were going for a run. These two women, and they went into a coffee shop to get a drink, and they used a card, and the card was declined. Now the reason the card was declined is because any woman's bank account because of this thing was frozen. And then the woman's like, do it again for me, and the fella goes, why don't you just fuck off, you slag? And it was just, they were like, what? But it was because in the programme, the women and gay people are destroyed basically. Very much like we're seeing almost now, where minorities are getting persecuted more and more, and we're seeing more and more people are allowed to say horrible things. I mean, we've seen that tweet today from Lord Sugar. Fucking that's something that you see from the 70s, and now a fucking lord is putting a tweet out, and he didn't even apologise at first. He went, "I'm taking it down because some of you have got no sense of humour," and that's what it reminds me of in this scene where it's like these women are called just like, "Fuck off, you slags, get out me fucking coffee shop," and it's like, but you're seeing more and more of that now coming in, where it's like these Americans are like, "Yeah, fucking take the kids off them and put them in cages. Who the fuck are they anyway?" All this stuff here about fucking Tommy Robinson. Oh, he can do what he wants. Well, I didn't see him outside there when white paedophiles get done. I didn't see him anywhere near the courts. It's just this slippery slope that it really worry. Does genuinely worry me, because I just think there's no standards. And what even worse was, I remember like 2 years before Trump got in, and I remember going on Twitter and saying to like all the Americans, "Oh, he'll never get in. Oh, it's a joke. He'll never get in." He got in, and then it was like when he first got in, it was like he won't be in for long. He won't last. Well, he survived, and I know there's all the Russian stuff going on and all that, but how long's that going to take? Do you know what I mean? And it's like, and then now I'm hearing, "Oh, November, they'll sort him out in November." Well, let's see what happens in November, whether these people actually go out and actually. The longer he's allowed to just do and say what he wants, the worse it's going to get, and there's no one stopping him. There's nobody.
Yeah, that's what's weird about it. He just seems to be able to do whatever he wants, or the people behind him who he's fronting seem to just do whatever they want, don't they? And it is a little bit berserk when you see the criticism that Obama got. And listen, it's not my country. I love America, but it's not my country. So people will know better than me, but what's reported, and we know that how things are reported and manipulated, but the stuff we were getting was like very critical of Obama, and, praised for little things but criticised for a lot.
Listen,
and I don't know whether that was.
I'm not saying Obama was a saint, because we know he wasn't, because he had the fucking drones blowing up shit daily. Yeah. So we know he wasn't a saint. And
I'm just saying that whether it was that might have been a fair representation. Maybe the people weren't happy with Obama, but I just know that he got a lot more stick than what Trump gets, and Trump.
Would you know the?
It's just.
Do you know the word? The word I'd use to describe Trump? Cruel. He's just cruel.
Maybe, yeah.
There are ways and means of doing things. I'm not. Listen, if you want to stop people from on the border, Obama deported more people than Trump has. That's a fact.
Nice.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But I don't think he did it with any cruelty. You know what I mean? He went after people that shouldn't have been in the country, that were probably criminals, and got rid of them. There was no cruelty attached to it. He wasn't separating people from their kids and causing long-term damage to those kids. I mean, you think about it. If you're a kid from Mexico and you were separated from your mum and dad, when you got old enough, what would you want to do to that country that did that to you? See, this is the whole thing with the Middle East that has been going on for years. Why did he think people want to keep bombing Western countries? It's because people in the Middle East see those as the fucking devil who keep on coming to their country and blowing the shit out of it, or allowing it to have the shit blown out of it. It's just a big circle. But it's just cruelty, I think, with him, and I think he gets off on it because it's almost like he's power mad. He just wants to stay in power, and he knows that his base are equally as cruel, because they're all just mad fucking lunatics. Anyone who voted for him, I don't give a shit.
It's fear as well, though, isn't it? He just thrives on fear. That's what it is. That's what he's trying to shut down, and so that falls into, don't condone if you hear anyone talk, and it's all about like we're taking our country back.
That's a fascism.
I'm saying that's what he does, doesn't he? He goes on about that. That's what it's all about: nationalism and
persecution.
Do this and do that. And listen, there'll be a lot of Americans who made up with that because they feel like they're getting the country back and it's in control.
But they've never. But I'm sorry, it's a country built on immigrants.
And listen, I'm not.
No, I know.
I'm not saying it's my point of view. I'm just saying that's what people will do, because we'll have it here, won't we? We'll have people here like, get rid of them and blah de blah de blah. And
we can't talk,
even in Liverpool we've had built by immigrants, and immigrants lived it, and that's the way it is. But I don't know. I think I am just surprised with how much. And listen, I don't really watch the news or listen to the news anymore because it's just Grimsby. They just swerve it totally. So sometimes you'll say, "What about that?" And I'm like, "I haven't got a clue, mate," because I don't let it come into me either. Because
but that's worrying though as well, though, Baz, because that's a symptom of it. And I'm not having a go at you, but I'm saying that's a symptom of it because you hear so much of it. You go, I can't deal with this anymore, and I think that's a problem in itself. He knows he manipulates the news, or he's manipulated the news from the start by telling everyone that it's fake. So you question everything now. All those people.
I'm not questioning.
No, I'm not saying that. But what he's done is,
I just don't listen.
What he's done is he's split the news in half, and that's another symptom of a fascist regime. They go after the free press. They go after the free press. There was a woman. The fella last week was getting. Was in the White House briefing room having a go at that fucking Sarah Saunders, saying, "Haven't you got a heart? You've got kids," and she was just like batting him off, belittling him. And that's the kind of thing. It's like they've split them. They've made his side as be like it's all fake, and then the other side of it. People don't want to hear daily about grim news all the time, so they do switch off. So it makes it easier to control it, because then it's like, because at the end of the day we live in an era where, and we know this ourselves from what we do, is that it's all clickbait. And if a newspaper, whoever owns a newspaper turns around and says that's not selling because no one's listening anymore, so do that. And if the press, like we've seen in this country, is run by fucking right-wing gobshites who don't pay the tax, they do the same thing. It's all one. It's all printed in a certain way. Whatever your persuasion is, the Mail and the Express, and they're not all going to turn around and go, "Well, you know what? I think they've got a point on their side." They're just going to keep. It's the thing last week with the upskirting, with the fella who rejected by. That to me screams that someone got on the phone from one of these newspapers and went, "Don't let that get through." Is a couple of quid, because we rely on those kind of stories.
It's mad, isn't it?
It's a shitty world, mate. But as I say,
it is, but that's why I'm saying I take myself out of that now. I just look after me family and me friends and be nice to people if I can. I know that in turn helps them and they help them, because at the end of the day, if you're looking to a leader or a government or politicians or whatever to try and make the world a nicer place, you're looking in the wrong place, because everything is.
No, I agree with that.
Everything.
But the problem is that where do these people think it's going to end?
No, I know.
Because one day, one day, once you've got rid of the people you don't like, you're not going to stop there, are you? Do you know what I mean? You're gonna. These people. That's what I'm saying about America. These people aren't going to stop till what are they going to stop with? You know what I mean? It's going to be like, well, we'll get rid of the Mexicans, and then we'll get rid of what's next? Get rid of the LGBT community, and then we'll take all. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
but that's been going on in America for years, because and still is, in terms of with black people getting. Why is it acceptable to shoot a black person if he's just like putting his arms up or whatever, or they shoot him in the back, but white people, look, that shooting the other week in wherever the last shooting was in the school,
could be anywhere.
It was Florida, wasn't it? The last big one, wasn't it in Florida? Right?
I'm not up to date on the American school shootings.
It was in Florida a while ago, and that kid was white.
Yeah, and got away, and they just handcuffed him.
Yeah. I guarantee you, if he'd have been Asian or he'd have been black or whatever, they'd have just shot him. That's still going on.
It's a fundamentally racist country, basically, and you know what? It's the same as this country. The power base is right wing. The people who control the media are right wing. But
that's what I'm saying to you. That's why the people on the ground, if you like, will change the direction of the country.
But the problem is, though, that's what I'm saying. There doesn't seem to be enough people. No.
So what I'm saying to you, mate, right, is with the risk of sounding like the Beatles when he'd just come back from India, right? Is that it's about love, isn't it? Right? And what I mean by that is,
it's about peace and love.
I'm not. Well, it is. I'm not talking about flowers in your hair, and do that if that's what you want. But what I mean is, you showing love is like by helping people.
No, I know.
So you'll be in your road and your neighbour might need something, and you're the kind of person I think who will just go, yeah, I'll help you, because I would. You know, I was away the other week, right? I was away the other week in Wales, and we were on the beach on the front there, and this fellas were like walking along, like staggering everywhere. So at first you look and go, bloody thing there. So, you know, I'm with the little fella, and I've got my missus there, my daughter, and like we're ready to go in, because we're on our way, and he's like staggering. I'm thinking, it's where we were, it was concrete, and I'm thinking if he falls and hits his head, he's in a, like, so I went over to see, and like my missus was like, be careful. I'm like, yeah, but I've got to see if he's alright. So I went over, and I'm talking to him. He had a few, but he was going, I want to kill myself, and I've had enough and this. So I'm like, okay, well, hang on, I'm not happy leaving you here now, mate, because you're saying that. And Zach came over, and Zach's saying, like, you don't kill yourself, like, God's made you, you're only young. Zach said to him, how old are you, 30, 35? Like, I don't know if he was channeling him. But anyway, the fella's like that, and I ended up phoning, and that's a different thing. I phoned an ambulance, because I didn't know to phone the ambulance or the police. The fella walked off, staggered off. I couldn't keep hold of him because we were going one way. And the ambulance phoned me 3 hours later. Police had phoned, but the ambulance phoned and said, like, can you just ask the gentleman you're with? I was like, it was 3 hours ago, mate. I'm not with him, and I said at the time. But my point was, you go and help people if you see them, and if that grows, that grows.
See, I think that'll get less though. Because my worry is,
probably will.
My worry is,
because people are listening to the news.
It's not that though. My worry is that some people help out of genuine care for people. My missus is, that's what she's like. She is like, she will go and help someone, go out their way to help someone. But there's people now, but it's a social thing, isn't it? Sometimes you'll help someone, you don't really want to do it, or you'll do something because it's the broken windows thing, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's like, if there's a broken window in a house, the rest of those windows will get smashed if it doesn't get fixed. And it's like that. It's like, if there's a turn where people are like, well, it's socially fine for me to just go, fuck off, I'm not helping you, you knobhead. Or, do you know what I mean? Like, if that's what I'm saying, if it's socially, whereas before, it's like going to the match. If you had the match in the 70s and everyone else is like calling people racist names or whatever, or calling people by
everyone,
you know, then not only does everyone do it, but you feel like if you were right, you're like, I can do this, it's fine, I'll get away with it. But if you stood up now in the match and you called someone something, everyone would go, what did you say? And but if that comes back the other way, and everyone starts going, I'm alright, he called me, and that's what I'm saying. If normal people have to keep it going and have to be nice to each other, because if they don't, then all these horrible bastards, and this is what I'm saying about Trump, he, as the president, he's allowed other horrible people, because he's made it socially acceptable for people to be horrible to each other, to people to be racist, people to start having a go at the LGBT community, trans people, all these things that we'd all turned the corner on. He's fucking having it so it's all going back. And basically what he's done is all these horrible fucking people that we'd started pushing to one side, they all listen, we know what they did. They all formed together and gone, well, let's put our collective problems together. And they're being allowed to flourish now, because at the end of the day, if the man in the White House is a horrible bigot, a racist who's got no time for anybody but his core, then that's the slope. So you are right. The only way it'll be stopped is if normal people. It's not good enough to actually do nothing. You've got nice people or good people have to do something.
And there is more good than bad.
I know, but that's the problem, is that people get scared.
No, that's the other thing.
Because if they feel like it's like, well, even if it's like, I can't help this person because they might do something bad to me. Or,
no, well, that's the thing, isn't it? Years ago, if people were fighting in the street, you go and split it up. Now,
last night or the night before, someone's van was getting robbed. 3 generations of the family came out and they all got stabbed. That happened in Highton. by a 13-year-old and a 15-year-old. Do you know what I mean? And that
Scandalous. See, they should just be bounced to prison now for 20 years. That should be, it should be tough punishments.
But listen, these are all kind of, these is, but you just said about the ambulance, it's money, isn't it? Again, it's money. You know, these people don't think they're gonna get caught now because there's no police.
Yeah.
People are dying because the NHS not getting any money, and that's it's two sides actually. It's like you starve the resources, and you cause chaos, and the next minute the world's on its arse.
The world's in flux,
and the rich people are living the life Ferrari. Bastards. Anyway, this took a really serious turn.
It did.
But I think it had to be said.
Have we got anything?
But the problem is, what I want to say is I'm not having a go at America, because I'm just equally disgusted at this country. Well, I'm always disgusted at this country, we know that. But I'm equally disgusted that that cunt, right? I'm allowed to say it, right? He is fucking meeting the Queen. Now, I'm not some kind of royalist, but I know that's a privilege. If you mix in those circles, that's a privilege, and he's going to meet her. And what does that say on the outside? That then says to those people who back him, he's just met the Queen.
And they're Samari.
He's just said that racism is... she's just met a fella who said racist fellas have got good people on them. So what we should be doing is go on, actually, no, you're not meeting the Queen, and actually, you're not welcome here. Like fucking Canada did last week, at least. They fucking stood up to him. We just pander to him all the time with our shit house government. All the time. So why don't we make the stance and say, no, actually, we're cancelling your tour. You're not coming. You're not a nice person. Here's all the reasons why. You're not meeting the Queen. Or how about the fucking Queen? Or someone from the royal family stands up, William and Harry, and fucking say, you know what? You're not meeting my nan. You're a cunt. You're a cunt.
First one was acceptable.
What about Meghan? Meghan stands up and go, well, you know what? What you and your fucking voters have done for black people in America doesn't sit well with me, and I'm not happy. And she has a chat with Harry. Harry has a chat with his nan. His nan says, "Fuck off." She has a Benson and Hedges in one hand, a corgi in the other, and says, "Trump."
Why would she have a corgi in her hand?
Because she likes corgis.
No one knows she doesn't.
That under her hand.
Yeah, but you had her like
why?
that.
Hang on. So not why she got a Benson and Hedges in her hand.
I can see her with a Benson.
Well, she smokes Benson and Hedges. She has for years.
Well,
that's why it's got the royal seal on it.
Well, there you go.
Before we'd established this.
Benson and Hedges.
Benson and Hedges.
So she's there like that.
Dog in the hand.
No, I reckon she'd have like an iron brew or something.
I don't think she drinks iron brew.
I don't know.
Do you think if she did drink iron brew, she'd drink the iron brew before they put the sugar tax on it? Because they've had to change the flavour, haven't they, because of the sugar tax?
Yeah, so
do you think she would have stocked up on like a few cases?
I think she's changed the dandelion of burdock now.
See, I don't know, because I think that she would have just...
Nice
I think she... Oh, it is. It's an old school drink.
Have you seen a thingy? There's an alcoholic one.
No.
But
I tell you what I did
like
see.
A beer, it's an alcoholic.
I tell you what I did see last night when I was in the Asda. There's like a Jack Daniel's cider.
I don't think Jack Daniel's, but I'm just
saying. But I reckon she got on the phone to Iron Brew, to bars, and said, listen, send me down everything you've got. Not like in Willy Wonka, where the South American dictator bought every case of it and then blagged that he'd won it.
Yeah.
I think she got every case that was left.
Of like the old flavour before.
Of the flavour. Yeah. And she's estimated how long she's got left on the planet. Estimated how many cans she could drink in that time and bought the equivalent.
Well, I don't think she's bought them. She's just said royal seal bombs.
I'll sort you the royal seal. Right.
Tax.
Box it off.
Yeah.
We might even give independence one day to you people up there. Yeah. She was black when she said.
Yeah, clearly. Of course she was.
And she's got all the crates. But the worst thing
else
is,
I think she'd have got as well.
Go on.
A couple of tins of shortbread off them.
Yeah, but that's not changing.
No, but I still think she'd have got it. Because
she loves Scotland, doesn't she? She lives in... That's her preferred place to live, Scotland. She doesn't even like London. She doesn't even want to be in Buckingham Palace or anywhere else. She likes being up there.
She wants to be up, No, but that's what I'm saying, so I think she'll have got that.
I think she's got
shortbread on tap. No,
I think she's got a place. I mean, shortbread is the king of biscuits, after all.
Well, it isn't, but I think it'll be there. I think she'll have got them sent to the palace while she's there, so she's got iron brew.
But there's more of a... with the iron brew, there's more of an agency.
There is.
There's an agency.
Why do you think I said it? That's what she's got.
There's not an agency.
A can of iron brew, A Benson and Edges.
How many hands has she got here?
The corgi sat on her feet, just chilling, and she's just like that.
Megan, bring me my tea.
Watching
Suits.
Corrie.
Going through Suits with a... Do you think that's what she did? Do you think she went through Suits with a fine tooth comb?
I don't know.
Just to keep an eye on. I reckon Harry walked in and went, fuck. No, like you, no, like my mum does it, she'll go, what's this programme everyone's watching? And you go, mum, you're not to watch that. Because I've had to do that myself. I've had to clamp down.
Like walked in and Harry's just been like, nah.
You're not to watch Suits.
Nah.
You're not.
Like,
What's she been in?
I'd like to watch her acting ability. Well,
Harry, what has she been in, this actress of a friend of yours? And he's gone, nothing.
She's not. Advert.
What does your father think of her? Well, I haven't spoke to him for about 14 years.
Yeah, he'd be right up.
Yeah.
He'd probably try and go through him.
Jim Bob. I reckon she has. I think she got the... What? Harry, can you log in Netflix? I mean, that's another thing my half fella does. Every time I go round, he's got a different telly for me to log in my Netflix account to his telly. Every time. I even made his own account so that, well, so you can't see what I'm watching more than I can see what he... I mean, it's only Netflix. I mean, you know.
Yeah, it's not good on there. Really.
I know, but
no, I mean, there's loads of good.
No, but with Netflix, it's like it gives you things to watch based on what you want to watch. I mean, you know what I mean? He watches a lot of car programmes and stuff like that. It might start throwing them to the top for me.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas I watch a lot of sport and documentaries. You might not have any in. I mean, would have an interest in it, but...
FIFA Planet Watch. And the Benjamin thing.
But anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Iron Brew.
Benson and Edges. Corgi on the foot. And what was she doing?
She was telling Trump to fuck off. Basically.
I forgot. I tried to take it a lighter route.
Shiggy. Like that. Let him come. Let him come.
FaceTime.
Let him come, right?
Yeah.
Get the dog to bite her. Right? And just...
The dog might want to bite him. It won't want false sand and it's great, will it? Know what I mean? So...
Horrible, horrible man. Anyway, there you have it. This has been this week's Any Other Business. Again, it's been a mixed bag.
I think it has
been a mixed bag. Old Iron Brew or new Iron Brew, let us know your feelings in the comments. What do we need to do to bounce this orange Oompa Loompa fucking wig wearing cunt off the planet? Let us know.
Is it defo Benson and Edges, not Regal?
No, it's Benson and Edges. She's always been a Benson and Edges woman.
Oh, okay.
They actually named her after her favourite butlers.
Is he? Yeah. John Edges and Billy Benson.
They're the fellas.
There you go. Alright. So
yeah.
I've asked, you've answered.
There you go. Thanks for watching. See you later.